Hello everyone, welcome back to the South Bay Syndicate. Today we're going to be doing some live testing on three different decks that we think could be very popular at this weekend's regional qualifier in Arizona. We're going to start, as you can see on my screen, with the sector winner from last week, the Han2 ECL. It's a very interesting deck that has a great mix of space and ground units and hits hard and fast, and we're gonna mess around with it and see how it does against the other decks that are out there. After that, we're gonna do some testing with Sabe, a slightly different version of the one that won the PQ we went to, and then a slightly adjusted version of the Piett deck that we brought. I think these are three of the types of decks that'll be very popular in Arizona, and it'll be good to jump into some best of threes to see how each deck plays. I think starting with this Han, we'd love a Grogu turn one. If not, we have a lot of other great options, and then starting to get into space and go wide into Crucible should be a lot of fun to jump in and start testing. And so let's go ahead and do it. These best of threes can take a little bit longer to load at times, so we'll see what happens there. Excited to test these out. The sectors or the regional is only a couple days away. We're still trying to figure out our travel plans to see if we can make it. A couple of members of the team are going for sure. And if we're able to go, we'll probably pick one of these three decks. And here we are just searching. I think while we search, there are new judges cards out. We got in the mail a couple days ago, so I'll show them to you guys. All right, we're going to go into a Chancellor Palpatine Colossus deck. Definitely hard control. And before we do that, you can see this new Queen Amidala Judge card that came. Very nice, beautiful, and it comes with kind of a judges competition, something fun. If you are able to get the package that had the 6 Carbonite and 6 booster packs, you can make a deck, and then you can play other judges for those cards. We'll go ahead and keep this hand. I do like having one of these heroic arcs to get out to do some damage. I think Poe's really good here. We can have a first turn Luke. We'll drop the red 5 because we'll start to cheat out these other units. And we will go ahead and claim off their draw. The Poe's nice here. I don't know that Grogu comes into play in this matchup as much. But let's see. We'll just go to base to start. If they play a unit, we can cheat out here. They have the power of the dark side. We'll cheat out the Poe. And we'll actually pass to leave both out there to kind of start to go wider. I do like having a second Poe there. We can bring this out if a unit comes out and keep swinging to base. We really want to get as much damage as we can in before they get too high. And there's the entrench there. That's okay. So I think in this case, we're going to play this without the... Actually, we'll just bring out the Poe, which will let us take the entrenched out. Now we have two options. So I could see this turn going Outer Rim Constable into the Heroic Arc. They take down the Poe. So let's just start to get our damage in, right? Play this to get rid of the entrenched. And then we'll get that out. And we have another Poe in hand. We could go Keller in here. Could be very nice. And then also the pilot on base. Nemec is not a bad card either because you can... It can eat a power of the dark side and then you get another unit behind it. But I think in this case, we're going to try and continue to go wide before they can super laser blast. Is really what we're thinking about. That's what we expect there. We're still going to get our attacks in. They're just limited to one attack each. I think we'll actually hold our... We'll hold our two bigger guys because if they are setting up Super Laser Blast or if we want to ECL it out, this just gives us some options for this turn. And now we have a couple of space units here doing 9 damage. Plus Poe's attack would make 11. So we just need to get really one more attack in here to put a lot of pressure on. The other option would have been to go Keller in. That's probably the best card we could have seen. Let's see what they name. They named Keller and Beck, which is actually totally fine. Yeah, I think this is exactly. So we could ECL Poe here to get them to within one, but I think what we'll do is that, and then we'll play the Poe next turn if we need to, or we'll play the Queen Amidala. We just want things that can go wide if they Super Laser Blast. Okay. So I don't think the Vigilance is going to do it. Yeah, so that's why in this case, what we'll do is we will ECL the Poe out. We'll kill the Slide More, or that. Yeah, we'll kill the Slide More, and then we'll discard a card to take the Condemned off. And then we still have lethal, so I'm really glad that we held the Poe. I think it gave us a lot of options there. And it looks like we'll be able to take game one here. Yep, and GG to Nerdle. Super close, interesting sequencing. We under-resourced in that turn to keep the Poe. We were expecting a Super Laser Blast, so we wanted it for those purposes, but it ended up working out here. I think we do put the other Kellerin in. The clone could be interesting. I like the Hot Shot Blaster. I'm going to get rid of the Timely. I don't know that's going to come up. And I'm actually going to stay at 51. I usually like to play a 51 card deck anyway, so I don't mind that. The other Gorilla Attack Pod could have been interesting as well because we're trying to go fast. This hand has a lot to offer. We're going to go ahead and keep it. I think the Gunji turn one, going wide space, and then keeping this. We saw here this didn't really come into play. When I think of this sequencing here, I like the green-red into... I mean, this will be interesting to look at again later. I said I wanted to go wide space, and then I resourced 2 space cards. Do I care about readying that right now? No. I think I'm okay. I think I'll play the Sabine's Masterpiece, and it'll get condemned. Okay. The thought was play the Sabine's Masterpiece. Does the condemn take away? The defending player may disclose. Let's see. Let's see what they got. Oh, okay. They've got that coming. Ooh, I do like the General's Blade here. Normally I might not like it, but I think what I can do is General's Blade. I'm going to attack here first just to waste. So I think what I'm hoping is they play the Chilton. They do. Yep. Okay, so the General's Blade actually is better on him because it takes out the Chilton, but we don't get the effect. Okay, so we're going to... We could also ECL out the Queen, but I think that also doesn't help. So we'll go Blade here. We'll take it. We will play this out. We're going to deploy Han and actually sacrifice him here. Maybe that's not the right play, but I don't mind getting the Crucible out right now and swinging for massive damage. Yeah, we'll go ahead and kill that off. I think that's the right play there. Ooh, okay. So we're going to be able to get the Condemned off, which is really nice as well. So if we attack in here, it costs 2 less. We can then bring the constable out, or the outer rim constable out for free, take the condemn off, and still have resources to play with Wrecker and ECL. Okay. I keep thinking I'll see the Palpatine unit with the Sentinels, but doesn't come. Let's see what they name this time. Hopefully they name Poe. They named Guerrilla Attack Pod. Great. We'll get this into base. They've now seen what we have. And called themselves dumb. We'll happily take that off. I think we'll go to base here. We'll go to base here. We'll ECL out Wrecker. We'll defeat a friendly unit to kill this, and then we'll kill that. And we'll see what happens from here. I like this. We can play both of these if they super laser blast, which they do. And we have lethal with the hotshot blaster underneath. So let's see if they have a second super laser blast, and if not, I think we should be able to take it. This is okay as well. Okay, so they did not play Snoke, which we greatly appreciate. We will still... Let's see. We need to do... So let's do this first, just to... They're out of resources, so the super laser blast here does win it. Or I keep saying super laser blast, I'm thinking of there's the hotshot blaster. Oh, did I miscount my resources? I did, didn't I? Okay. Yep. Miscounted my resources there. Whoops. Needed one more, lost it on the Wrecker. And then they did that. Okay, so we'll get our attack in. And then if they rivals fall, which I think we saw one in hand, we claim and then we're able to attack here. They entrench. Okay, so we will put a General Blade on Grogu. They will entrench it. We will play here. We'll claim. The condemn does 6 less. Okay. Okay, so now we're looking for something. So they had to condemn and entrench. They were able to take out our Poe. We have a hidden unit now, so if they don't have any healing... Okay, so we'll put this... what just happened? Play Poe Dameron, and we'll put him out here. Also representing lethal. We'll put 2 damage there. And they've definitely slowed us down. I think our... What's happening? I don't... Okay, sorry. That was just me clicking around. Luke's pilot doesn't do as much here. I know before we put the... What did we do? Before we put... We missed resource by 1 when we thought we had a swing. And we'll see if that ends up costing us. We're in a tough spot right now. They decided not to attack the Poe, which gives us some outs here. So I think right now what we're going to do is attack here, remove the entrenched. and deal 2 damage to base. And then from there, we will play the Kelleran Beck. So they should have attacked the Poe, I think. They did not. Play the Kelleran Beck. We will play the space unit. What do you think? Yeah. So that represents lethal. They will power the Grogu. All we want is this one to stay. Whew. We still have a decent number of cards in deck. Okay, so they had a second equalizer. Now we need that card that we got rid of, right? And they can leave the Gunji alone. We have the Hot Shot Blaster if it lives. I don't think it will. And we got rid of that ship. I think we're just we're in a bad spot here. But we continue to fight. They're going to kill the Poe. Yep. I think they got us. I think we made a huge mistake in there, and then they ended up capitalizing. We ditched some things we didn't need to, and they were able to come back. So we'll have to rethink some of our sideboarding, the different things that happen in this game, because yes, we'll be able to play that, but GG on that one. Okay, so let's get this guy in there too. The clone on a Snoke would have been good. We just didn't see it. This was valuable. This is not. Maybe that's where we make the change. Let's see. Let's go ahead. All right, let's see what goes game 3. I'll go ahead and keep this. We'll have to remember what these cards do so we play them correctly this time. I think we made a mistake in the middle of that. I think that's part of why you do the testing like this. I think every matchup can be different, and Colossus has gotten pretty popular, so we definitely could see that. Let's see if they play a card this time. They play power. Now they know a card we have, which sets up their Garindon nicely. We're just going to go wide. We'll probably play the Queen here. These equalizers are kicking our butts, huh? Just getting so much value out of those. I like a lot of these cards here. We could even put the Poe on. I would expect condemns and things to start coming. Maybe they have another equalize. They do not. Okay, so they have that coming. I think this is the time to use our ECL. We'll go ahead and ambush it. And we're going to have them discard a card. They start with Colossus, so I think if we can start picking apart their hand, it bodes well for us. Yes, they can keep drawing with Palpatine. But what did they end up discarding? So this is nice. Oh, they did plot out a Garindon out of aspect. I think right away we'll play the Gorilla Attack Pod, because it'll ready. And then we'll be able to swing for a decent amount. Okay, they take out the Poe. So we got a lot of damage we can pour in here, right? I think that's going to be lethal. Yeah, they knew we had it in hand, and that's GG's. So that worked out much better. GG to our opponent. That was our first game. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We're doing some testing. We are 1-0 or 2-1, I guess, with Poe. If anyone's out there watching, what do you guys, are you going to Arizona 1? And what are you thinking of bringing? And when we look at that, we'll look at the next judge card that we received. This is the Karis Nemec judge. Kind of a different look. Very cool. They're very shiny. I really like it. We also got the Karis and the Queen. Nice looking judge cards. The games are definitely taking longer to load. But let's see if we can... okay, let's leave the queue and then see if we jump back in. One of the other things we're thinking about testing on the channel coming up, I'm going to be curious what people think about it, is doing some commentary on games on Carabas. So go into that side rail, pick games that are happening, maybe interesting leaders and things like that, and then talking through them, seeing what's happening. We are not able to get into games right now. Very interesting. Not sure what's going on. Maybe no one wants to do best of threes. Let's see. We got a lot of different things going on here. We'll try one more Premier best of three. And see if we can get into it. So we're still trying to figure out if we can make it to Arizona. There's some family scheduling stuff which might make it where we can't go. But if we do, we're excited to bring one of these decks. And so this one will be a nice mirror match with Wookiee wins. Oh, nope, they don't want it. And we go back into the queue. Okay. Now we have a Cad Bane Data Vault. I think this did well over the weekend, placing in the top 8 in one of the US PQs. No turn 1. I guess we can go Cassian turn 1 here, but we're gonna go ahead and mulligan this. Ooh, look at these cool Carabas Dev sleeves. We'll go Grogu here. I love that. And we'll do this resourcing. So we'll play Grogu. And we can take the ping and we'll claim. This will let us start to clean up a lot of pings. We'll resource the Cassian. Hopefully remember that it's there. There we go. We'll take, Aura does what on the raid? Raid 2, so we'll take that. We'll use this ability, put it there. Now I've got some nice space presence. Oh, okay. I mean, there's nothing we can timely right now, right? So, oh, there's Forlom. Okay, that lets them ping and take it out. We'll play the Queen, I think, from here. There we go. And then this will allow us to ECL out Poe after cleaning up. Oh, we can even ECL out the Queen here, or we can play this to take out a unit. Let's put this away for now. So I think we'll go ahead and kill this off. Leaving Queen, I think, vulnerable, but Poe can clear both of these up unless we want to save the wrecker. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see what the sequencing should look like. If we cheat this out for 3, we don't have resourcing. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and ECL out Poe. We are going to attack here, discard to do 2 damage, and leave our Poe alive. Because now we can kill the Boba next turn. and keep Poe on the board, which I think we like very much. Yeah. So we'll take that damage to base. Go ahead there. We could actually even play the Wrecker out and just kill this if we want. And then kill CAD on deploy with Poe. We have a lot of options. We could also put the Hotshot Blaster on Han to take out the Boba here. They have a second Overwhelming Barrage. Okay. So they can't kill either thing with that. So I think at this point we do have to take out. Actually, we don't really need to take out anything. Let's just go to base. And this time we're just going to deal 2 damage to this guy, forcing him to trade out. We're going to go wide with the queen because that represents a lot of problems for Cad Bane. Yeah, now we can do 5 into it with the queen if we want. Will they have the third Overwhelming Barrage? We'll see. Let's get our damage in first because we do have 10 damage to get the queen within lethal. And next turn we do have the timely with Wrecker here. Okay, so that's going away, right? So we have to think about that. So let's just get our damage in. Yep, they play the arrest. Very cool. But that we'll go ahead and do this. We'll defeat a friendly unit. We will deal 5 damage here, and we'll trigger this to get them to within 2. And we'll see if they have an answer in hand. Okay. We'll be able to go to space with our next unit, killing Cad Bane. Which we will do. And then this is lethal if they have no answers. Which they won't. Maybe. We'll see. We'll put 2 threats on the board, see if they can answer them. Oh, okay. We'll claim. If they have a CAD unit, they can capture. They have McClunky. Take our nothing. They can kill that and give us a ready unit. Oh, it's hidden. Okay, so this is hidden now. There's not much they can do. So they claim. So we'll put out a number of options and see if we can swing in to end it. They're looking for their Overwhelming Barrage. And we got game 1. Another game where I think we got to figure out our sequencing in the middle there, but we were able to take it down. And let's look at the resourcing here. We think about the matchup. I don't think the Chams need to be in there. So what do we want to replace them with? I like the modded cohorts. I think this can be nice for the pings. So let's try these. They give us the initiative. We don't necessarily like this, although we could go Obi-Wan into General's Blade. But they could do something with McClunky and wipe that out before we even start. Grogu seem to be a problem for them. So let's see if we can capitalize on that. We're actually going to keep both Grogus if they have an answer right away. They're naming Poe. They are naming Poe. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Poe's a good card to name. We'll put 2 damage there. Then probably McClunky. I will play this Poe. I think at this point, we have a couple options. We're going to drop the Grogu. I think what we're going to want to do here, definitely use its ability if we can. What do they do? Oh, okay. So we'll heal this damage. Go ahead and kill that. Oh, we'll pay the 1 resource. I don't care. We'll put this in space. I think we're sacrificing our Grogu here. But that's okay. So I think what we're going to do here is go heavier space. We're going to put our pilot out. We're going to... do I care if they draw that? What do I need here? 3 and 3. They can draw it. We'll go ahead and put this out. They can play their whatever we just saw. Oh, I can't even do it that way. I did it wrong. Sorry. Whoops, that's my bad. Yep, there's the jump master. We'll put our pilot on. Take that out. This guy's annoying. We'll take him out. We'll throw that down. And the queen here into Cad Bane. ECL is nice. Followed by the Crucible. Pumping all of our units should help us to go. So my worry with the Darksaber there was that I'm going to attack here into Cad and then Queen Amidala ECL to kill it. My worry was that they would have a Mlakunki and they'd be able to just wipe out. Like we'd have to cheat out a unit and then put it on, and I just didn't. I thought that the Grogu could do more damage. We'll trigger that to the ground. We're going to go ahead and ECL out. That might not be the right play, but that was my thought there. So we'll go ahead and sacrifice here. This will... They can get 4 to base, but then we'll have these 3 units left. That's kind of what I was thinking there. But to be honest, this deck is a little bit newer for me, so I don't know that that was the right choice. It's just what I was thinking would make the most sense here. There's also, I think here, where I could have played the OB. We're worried about the Cad Bane. Let's look at our resources again as you're thinking about that. We definitely could have kept or resourced the second Grogu and held that. Ooh, I don't want to see the traders there. Oh, okay. Great question. So you're asking about the deck. Why there's 3 Grogus and 2 General's Blades. Oh, Darksaber over Yoda's. Sorry, I'm all confused. I don't know the answer to that. This is not my deck. So this is the deck that won the sector over the weekend. Why they would use that instead? I mean, they're not using force, so they must just be looking for a big hitter. So right here, you see there's 1 Darksaber in the sideboard, and they're saying, why not Yoda's? I understand that because like the Yoda, you can get a lot of value for lower. It's a 3/1 instead of the 4. In the time I've been in the few matches I've done here, I have not brought it in, so not sure. Sorry about that, Bronson. I was misunderstanding. I think you were very clear as I read it now, and I was misunderstanding as I was going through that sequencing. This guy and his overwhelming barrages. We'll play a hidden unit. But I could see why you're asking that. I could definitely see a world where it would make sense to go the other way. I would like to see a timely here. I think we're... Oh, there's a timely. How about that? Is this how the game works? You can just call out the cards and you get them? What's my play here? Do I do that first and then timely Poe? I don't know if that was right. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Are you heading to Arizona? Oh, they got it. Ooh. So yeah, I should have. Okay. Interesting. The traitorous. Imagine if they had the hot shot underneath. That would have been amazing. Ooh. I don't think I can win this one. I think GG's go to our tester here. And we'll go to game 3. All right, so let's think about, now that I'm looking at this again, we got the Darksaber. Should we put it in just to see what happens? Let's put it in. We'll take out one General's Blade for a Darksaber. I just want to see. Oh, very cool. Okay, what do you bring in Arizona? All right, we're gonna keep this. We are kind of like the modded cohort. Could be valuable. We can get the Luke out on the red 5. I think the Grogu. Have we seen? We've seen Traitorous, right? So let's keep that. We'll go with this to go a little wide. We'll play our Grogu again. This should not block. Screen it all right. Okay. All right. Oh gosh, what did they grab this time? Nothing. Haha. But you know what? This time we're definitely killing this guy off. So this CAD one, it does feel, oops, it does feel like, yeah, it's teched a bit into it. I think there are going to be a lot of decks like that. Okay, so we can cheat this guy out to kill this, which is nice. Yeah, I think a lot of decks are going to end up being teched in a way. I think Forlom's coming here. If I had to guess. I'm trying to make it easier to read the comments now that I realize. They can draw that. Oh, they changed their mind. I dislike it when people do that when they draw their card. Oh, okay, he just did the same. He's fine. He's fine. What do I want to do here? Because there's something's gonna take damage, right? So I think here, let's take the damage off Grogu to put here, because then I can take one back. Yep. Can kill this guy. And I don't think I need to kill this yet. I think I can do damage to base. Ooh. Okay, now I can see the comments better. Leaning Han2 Force. Yeah. We got one of our team members also leaning Han2 Blue Force. He's been working on it for a while. Yeah, I think that cat is going to be a problem. Ooh, oh gosh, look, an overwhelming barrage. That cat is definitely going to be a problem, especially after it did so well on stream. Yeah, I'm gonna a little bit later, I think, test out Piett. What am I doing? What did I just? Oh yeah, okay. A little bit later, I'm gonna test out Piett. Had some success with it the last PQ. Not sure. It's one of those decks where you feel like in any matchup you have a chance, but also it's not the most powerful deck bringing it in. Oh my god, this I know these OBs. I feel like that's there's definitely another one coming, right? Because he hit 2 last game, 2 this game. So I wonder now if we swing into this. We need to get that off the board. We can ECL red 5 and kill it. We have an answer for Traitorous. Yeah, I brought it and had some success, but I don't know that I want to play it again, if that makes sense. Definitely was not my favorite deck to play. What are the lines here? Let's play out the Keller and just have a big unit. Was hoping for Sentinel there, didn't get it. I don't like how wide their board's getting against us. I think the Sabe, I don't know if you've had a chance to play around with that, but I think that's a ton of fun. Oh, he claimed. Okay. He claimed. Would have loved a Poe or Wrecker. Have not seen one yet. I think that would have been a great card to draw here, especially a Poe. The Sabe has been a ton of fun. I think that's the one we'll try out next. Really great build, but also is very fast and it's an interesting style. But I'm not 100% that I want it to be my style, but maybe. I think the Yoda is very good. There it is. The Yoda is very good, but you really have to make a huge commitment to play that Yoda. A commitment I'm not willing to make at this time. Oh no, I can't. Okay, this is fine. I'll pass there. Let's kill off this CAD. We will ECL Wrecker into this guy. Hopefully he plays another unit that costs 5 or less on the ground. He does not. But close enough. So I think the play here is to defeat a unit, to do 5 damage here, attack here, sacrifice this. And now I have 2 ways of killing the Zuckuss. Okay. Oh, come on. I don't think there's anything we can do with that. I think that's going to be GG's. There's just this Relentless Pursuit was just the right card. And I do think we're going to lose this one. I think you're right. There's definitely some anti-tech going on here. Oh, there's the Darksaber. Just in time. Yeah. Okay. I mean, they got us, right? We're going to throw the Darksaber at them. I feel good about that throw. Yep, GG's. And they got us there. I know. You know, I don't know why I let him capture it. I just was feeling generous. So I was like, please take all my units I need to stabilize and win. So they, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally hit replay, so hopefully he didn't see that and then hit it. Hope you guys are enjoying hanging out as we do some prep. Making sure. Okay, what's the next judge card we want to see? We have the Mandalorian that came in. Shiny. Post-rotation card, maybe. Yes. Mr. Hattori. That is what I'm known for, is to be a very kind person. And then we did get a couple of villain cards. We got a General Grievous, which I think actually looks really cool, even though you can't really play it. Or it hasn't found a place yet. It is hidden, so you can get an attack in. Could be an interesting game ender. Who knows? And now we cannot find a game. I have not. Great. I didn't get any of the packs to sign the cards, Ninja Ferret. I think you got the packs. Make sure you sign that serialized card first. Oh, sorry. Okay. We'll show the last one first. We'll show the Scion, which is very, very pretty and probably go in James's Gar ECL deck. You guys are gonna watch me cry in this next match. I'm gonna sign the Grievous. How does that sound? We'll keep this hand. I like putting this into resource. I think the Nemec can be good here. They're gonna entrench and condemn everything, so we'll save that. The Grogu, I'm not sure has a lot of targets here, so we're actually gonna drop the Grogu, and we'll start with Nemec. And there's a perfect target for Grogu. Shows what I know. I'm excited for Ninja Ferret to comment on that play. If you're new to the stream, we do a lot of different types of videos. We're a group local to the South Bay of Los Angeles. We play in Torrance and Manhattan Beach, mostly at Lost Planet in Torrance and Game Hub in Manhattan Beach. Really great group of people, a mix of kids and adults, really enjoying the game. We have Discord if you want to join that. If you want to, like or subscribe to the channel? We're just trying to build it up. Really having a lot of fun with it. We do some live gameplay, a lot of Carabas play. We do some commentary. Hope you're enjoying it. We're going to resource the Wrecker because we have two. I'm just very scared, so I'm holding this Outer Rim Constable. Very, very scared. I will disclose this Gorilla Attack Pod. I guess I let them draw a card. Then I play the Queen, which can activate the Sabine. Ah, yeah, here we go. What did you think it was? Weren't you watching before? Ooh. I could put the Poe here, let me go wider. I might be able to get enough damage up to get the Gorilla Attack Pod out this turn. So let's see what our options are. Yeah, I'm just playing for anyone joining now, I'm just playing the sector winner list, which is great because I got some questions about the deck choices I made and was unable to answer them because I don't know. Oh man, they're going to steal my Queen. Man, he got to 8 resources fast. All right, what is this guy in drawing cards? I got to kill it because I don't want him to take this. Leave my Sabine alone. You guys are distracting me. I don't even understand how he got to that many resources. But I am going to be smart and deploy Han first so that I can get both the ping. Oh, man. Now if I bring out the Gorilla Attack Pod, he can kill it. I'm going to do it anyway. Bringing it out. Swinging for 6 because now it represents lethal. And he has to kill it. And so does the Sabine's Masterpiece. So that's my thought there. I did not forget to resource. Oh yeah. Yeah. Good call. Let's see. What's in our resources? Boop. We have not used ECL yet, so we do not mind them putting a unit out, even if it's palp. I think once we do this attack, we'll be pretty close. We're just going to go wide here. We're sending Grogu into the resource again. We're very close here, and we'll see if they can turn it around. Yeah, that makes sense. I still think, I know we went pretty wide there, but I think getting that extra 6 damage was good. We had the Cassian underneath. We can go wide with the Poe unit as well. There's a power. Let's see. Grogu. Even the Constable is going to represent lethal here, so I think we could go Constable, and then we could play Poe on the ship so that we have 2 lethal threats. Is that to draw another card? Great. All right, let's put out a lethal threat just to see what they do. They could ping this now to take that, then deploy to kill one. But we really need them to deploy something on the ground, right? Because we have the Wrecker ECL still available. So we are a little bit trying to bait out them bringing out Palpatine, because we can do 5 damage and then 2 overwhelm. So we just need to get 1 attack in with one of our other units. And they rolled back to their current action. There's the ping that we expected. So we'll get the Constable out. We will not remove Poe. We'll pass on that. So they may... Actually, they can't kill everything. So deploying Palpatine, attacking in... we'll weaken it even more, which will make the Wrecker lethal. This, on the other hand, is not great. I wonder if they sack it to kill the Constable. Nope. Okay. So that's exactly what we needed right there. So we'll go ahead and ECL the Wrecker out. We'll do that, and we'll overwhelm for the win on the first one. So GG's there. Let's go to our next one. Really held the ECL a long time there. Didn't really have any targets anyway, so we were able to build up the cards we needed in hand to take the victory. I think that the Keller and Beck is good to bring in. We'll bring in the clone in case we start to see Snokes or things like that. The Grogus can come out. I don't mind the modded cohorts. We did not see the ramp, but that would have been good. And then what else? The blades are probably not great because they can just power whatever we put it on. Do you guys know why the deck runs a Darksaber in the sideboard over like a Yoda's lightsaber or something else? Question got asked earlier, and I was curious if anyone had ideas on why that might happen. We're going to put Luke in one of the arcs down. We did actually see some early targets, so we can maybe kill something off with the arc. If we might have a chance to go wide here and take advantage of the Crucible and hit really hard. We didn't see anything for the outer rim, so we're going to go ahead and resource that and regret it later. And also we have nothing to activate our Nemec, so we're on fire. So here I think we can bring out either the Queen or the Arc. I like the Queen. I like continuing to go wide and then having my Poe die immediately. The idea of going wide here so that we can play the Crucible next turn and get maximum value from it looks pretty good. So as of right now, I don't think I'm going to Mesa, so none deck. If I play the Crucible first, the Spy lives, but if I play it after Han gets a token, I want the Spy to live, I think, because it helps with the Queen. So I don't think I'm going to be able to make it, but probably one of these two decks, this one or the Sabe we're going to be testing next. I don't think I'll be bringing Piett. They haven't been able to resort or ramp this game, which has been amazing until just now. So now they're going to be able to take our Queen, but we're going to be able to ECL Poe to take it out by discarding a card, or we could just play out the Arc to take it out. So we have a couple options to go after the Queen, which is nice. We might do that and save our Poe because we can see where it can be a game ender. They are all also on Super Laser Blast, so we have to be careful of that again. There's the Super Laser Blast. We will get our Spy out. Now they know we have a Poe. It gets a token. That's kind of cool. We're going to go wide, and now we have a Wrecker, which they're not, I'm guessing, not expecting us to have. Yep, very scared. Thank you for that. Very terrified. Do I not? No problem. Maybe I'll just go to this guy. I think that's what I did anyway. So Snoke is tough here. Oh, we can still ECL Wrecker into Snoke. We can, gosh. Do we Wrecker into that? Or do we let him sacrifice it? I'm not really sure what's right here. I think if we get close enough, we can overwhelm for 5 for the win, which is what we would like to do. They're out of Super Laser Blast range, so we're just trying to, darn it. That's okay, because if we get this other 2 in and they bring out Palpatine, we're in that same situation we're in last game, where we're able to do that 2 overwhelm to finish it off. And now I think we're just in a waiting game. Even the Poe. We're not going to over... Ooh, and we got that clone, which could come in handy. But I feel like we're in the driver's seat. And we'll put the Poe out as well in this situation. Sure, because the Poe actually answers the entrenched. And on attack, we'll just end them as well. This comes in ready, which is very nice. So we are in great shape here. Yeah, they're not going to be able to answer that. We did not damage it so that they could not take it with the Palpatine, and that'll be GG's. And GG to our opponent there. So we're able to get past the Palpatine Colossus. We'll go ahead and jump into another one. I think this will be our last. What? How did that happen? All right. This will be our last Poe game. So we'll go against Han1 Green. See how this one goes. In this scenario, we might be able to do Obi-Wan into General's Blade. I don't know that there are a lot of targets for Grogu to start. But Sabine's Masterpiece might be handy. I have not played Grogu as much, so I'm not as familiar with the lines with it. But in this case, I imagine they're going space, things like Falcon. And then what we want to do here, we definitely want the Constable. I think we ECL the Sabine's Masterpiece right away because we have the green unit. we're able to buff it up and take that out. We'll go ahead and claim. And the claim will let us put the blade on. Probably don't need double wrecker, but we'll see. So that felt like the right sequencing for this matchup. Okay, so how do we want to do this? If we attack in here, then they attack. We're just trading them out. I think that's okay. Actually, undo. Sorry. Let's go here first, right? Yeah, so make sure we get our experience token. And they do go ahead and attack in. So we'll do this. I think this means we can play the Poe. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and put the Poe here to give us a couple of space units. Ooh, I do like the ECL. Where are we at here? So the ECL will go down. And now if they get like the Emphas Nest, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I can speak. They get the Emphas Nest off of that play, we are able to answer it. No reason to play the Constable. It'll just get removed. And here we're able to attack and ping to get to within 1. And then we are a timely Poe discard away from a win. Although what we'll do first is attack. Oh, okay, so they have the answer there. Good for them. We'll put the record down. We're going to pass, actually. Because now we get the ping in. They have... Sure. Hopefully that was right. I think so, because we can, no matter what, we can timely Poe for the win if we need to. But we have 2 lethal on board as well. Yeah, so that's GG's there to the first game. I think the timely Sabine's masterpiece with the Obi-Wan down was the right first play, and it allowed us to do other things. We didn't see Cham again. These games are going pretty fast, so I want that in there. This will still won't be able to answer. Oh, the Grogu's. There we go. Okay. Let's try it this way. The between games, what to put in the resources, definitely a little bit of a challenge. We're going to keep this. We'll put these 2 down for now. Again, we'll have the opportunity to put a Luke. This time, a Luke down. Okay. So let's see what they play from here. They got their ideal start. We'll get an attack in. We will go wide. And now next turn is where the disaster starts, right? Now they'll be able to start pinging thing or kicking things out, and it's just going to be ugly. There's a bamboozle. So we're going to push to base while we can. We're going to put this out first. I know it's probably a great ECL target next turn, but that is actually, I think, the trade out we were looking for. As weird as that sounds. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. They can bounce that if they want. And then next turn we are going to ECL record to clear that. It's just too powerful. They're like, do I want to bounce that and let you do damage? No. No, I don't. Always with the hot shot blaster. I get it. Ooh, I do like this draw. I'm trying to decide if I want to defeat a resource or not. I don't think it's bad, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to defeat a resource. It's going to be you. I'm going to go ahead and kill that. They have Han. Claim. Now it's bad, right? Now I am sad. Because even if I play the Keller in here, it's a disaster. Shoot. So I think maybe I messed that up. But let's get our resourcing back. I'm doing that because I want to, if I can get to a point where I can bring the Kellerin out with the Timely, I can take out the Han. Otherwise, the Han is just going to destroy me. So I'm trying to survive all of that. I think that's what I'm trying to do. At least in my head. I'm also going to go a little wider here to try and put some pressure on. I am going to take some damage, which is too bad. Let's make this guy bigger. Great. Okay, so I'm in a heap of trouble. And I'm sure I misplayed this all the way through. Let's see what we got. Love that. And we'll go ahead and kill that. They got the Emphas Nest. The second one, I think that's it. Yep. Yeah. Definitely we'll need to go back and watch that again, right? I think there was a lot of missequencing there. Also, they had their ramp to start. We did not see our ramp till late. Not that it mattered. But let's see if we can do a better job here. We have our ramp, so we'll keep that. Let's try the Grogu start and see how it goes. I think some of this testing with these matchups is to understand if these cards are valuable or not. In this case, I think that's what we're going to do. They do resupply. Great. So I think here we'll cheat out the Cham. We'll catch up on resources. We'll heal the damage here. I don't think that matters because it doesn't kill it, but now we're in a much better spot, I think, than we were. I like the blue leader. Do I? No. This sequence is fine because I do want this Han to die, so I am going to ECL Poe into it. And I'm going to have them discard a card. I like to get their cards out. I'd like to see that. That's fine. They can take something out. I will claim. And I'm going to do something a little risky. I'm going to both defeat this and discard a card from their hand. And see if I can stop them from making a play. And even if they play a tech, and that's G. So I think an interesting line with Poe there was to claim and to be able to manipulate their hand on the board. That was twice in a row. We're able to take cards out of their hand to stop them from doing things. Even if they played a tech from resource, Cham would answer it, and then we'd be able to go wide with Queen Amidala. So that ended up working out, I think, very well in this scenario. And is definitely something that you can take advantage of Han with all the things they're trying to do. So I think the next thing we'll look at is this Sabe deck. This is very similar to the PQ winner from Pasadena. I've been going back and forth with things like Faith in Your Friends, uh, this Armed to the Teeth, the Kira's. So this is just a version right now that I've been looking at that I wanted to try out. So we're going to jump into some games with this one now, and then we'll end with Piett after that. So let's get in and see what happens. We get a Kylo, and here's the deck again for people checking it out. A lot of space, going wide in space, capturing units early. It's got breaking in. It's got BD1, different ways to get past Sentinels, which definitely could be relevant here. We only have one space unit here, but we're going to keep this because we'll be able to Leia into it. I don't love haulers here because I don't want them to have anything on the board. And daring raid into target town can be good, but I think a spare the target on like a bigger Sentinel or a big play they're trying to make could be better. So I think what we'll start with is Leia and ready a resource so we can go 2 units. Ideally, you'd like 2 space units to start or Faith in Your Friends, and then already they're entrenching. And then what you would want to do is bring out Leia later, so when they deploy something like Kylo, you can tap it. So in that case there, we grab the Super Laser Blast over the Avenger because we should have time to get the Avenger out of hand. The BD looks pretty good. We'll be able to play that in the Falcon. There's the BD. Okay. So I'm going to put the Han on the Sanctuary Shuttle because it keeps it out of fell range versus putting it on the Millennium Falcon. And I'm going to go ahead and sequence this differently. I messed that up. Anyway, I'm going to take this out with I should have done that totally differently. I think everyone watching can see what I did wrong there. Miscounted my resources. I'm actually going to pass here because I need the BD for Sabe. I need those Sabe attacks to get in. We'll go Faith in Your Friends. We will completely whiff on the draw. I think we'll go with this. That was unfortunate. But I think here, to make sure that we have a chance to go after their hand some more, we'll put this out here. And I think that mistaken sequencing, I think, is going to end up costing us. What do we want? We want this. And then we'll go grab the other one now. Oh my goodness, we're in trouble. They're gonna capture the Falcon. They're gonna start healing. We are gonna get slammed. I think missing on that Faith in Your Friends, where we couldn't go wider, also didn't help. They have reinforcement walker coming down. They're going to have the legal authority to capture. There's the Snoke. I thought we took the Snoke. They got another one. Oh, they got the... Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. And so we lost this game, right? There's no coming back at this point. I think we could not get underneath it. We can go ahead and go to the next game. They have not done any damage to base yet, and there's no way for us to win. Yeah. So I think that what we'll do is we'll go to game 2. I think the jams go in. We're also testing out, let's call it war for like a mirror type thing. I think I like the sparks going in. And the Fang Fighters and the Bamboozleds. Great. So there's a bunch of cards, and now I need to take something out. I think the Faith in Your Friends are probably not going to get a lot of use. I think the Breaking Ins will. That's fine. I don't love these in this matchup. I like the card draw. That might be a mistake. It's fun talking through this and deciding that everything I'm doing is wrong. Okay, here we go. Do we try? You know what? We're going to do the Faith in Your Friends this time. We're going to keep this. We don't need two. Oh, we might need two jams, but we're going to go with one jam. We're going to Faith in Your Friends. We're going to draw that, not reveal. There we go. We get a couple guys out. They can entrench one of my spies. I think keeping them from drawing cards sounds like a great idea. I do think we have to kill this off, as much as I hate to say it. I think that the concept of them killing one for free and then us having to kill the other one is not great. Of course, we draw the shuttle afterwards. I think here we play Boshek. Possibly we draw another one cost. We cry about that guy. Oh, they have quite the hand. Okay. Get that out of here. Hi. How's it going? How come you're number 3? The risk, I think, of playing Boshek here is we could get powered. But let's... Yeah, we got another one cost. We also have the BD to avoid that if we wanted to, so... yeah, let's get rid of the Vader. We don't need that timely to in. Okay, so now we're going into our leader, trying our best to... What do we have underneath? What else can they do? Let's get this guy out here. They do have the double power, which is... Oh, they don't. Okay. Cool. Oh, gosh. Aren't these fun choices? They have one card in hand. Okay. They're going to deploy anyway. I think BD1 could be helpful here. So, okay. Great. Let's get that down. Let's go ahead and play this. That way we can go after their hand. Let's get that out of here. Get this down. And that just sits there and dies. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Definitely a tough matchup, right? They could have an Orman Barrage, so if we could go wide here, they could just wipe it out. A lot of issues. We need another BD. There's the healing, and I don't think we can do anything now. I think with the healing, we're stuck. We could send it back to hand. Probably going to attack first with it. If not, that would be great. But I don't know that we can slow this down enough to win it. Oh, okay. There's that. Able to kill off 2 units. Go ahead and send that back to hand. We have not seen any surprise strikes or breaking ins, but you can imagine those would be valuable here. I mean, those are probably the 2 worst things we could have seen, but is what it is. One or the other would have been great. We'll go ahead and play another Falcon. And we are in trouble. So I think the deck's going okay. We have 2 surprise strikes, 2 breaking ins. We have Ofer, draw. They are beating us down slowly. We'll get rid of the Devastator. They have the healing that's going to start. They did not go after our deck, which is okay, I guess. Because we could still draw surprise strike. I just don't think we will. And the Anakin's going to start to do damage. And they've drawn, is that all? Oh, they would have drawn all 3 legal authorities. Okay. Good for them. There's the Snoke. And the Snoke basically ends the game. Ooh. Yeah, I just think, I mean, we're so deep into our deck and not drawing any of the key pieces to finish them off. And that's just is what it is, right? There's the healing again. And we're just kind of stuck. There's the breaking in. And we just drew out the other breaking in and the surprise strike. So there they were at the end. GG's to our opponent there. We just got... Oh, it's been over for so long. You're right. I mean, all of our like fast attack stuff was at the bottom of the deck. And I think when you're going against a hard control, it could be tough. What's anyone else bringing? I think Ninja Ferret, you mentioned possibly bringing Han2 Blue. We had another Han2 Blue player in there. Mr. Hattori, who said we were afraid to play, is definitely not going. So there's that. Ooh, we have a Gar matchup. This is the matchup that was able to take my son out on the way to the win. Let's see if we're able to have some success ourselves. I think the 2 space units is good. The pilot can be okay. The hauler. I think what I'll do is keep the daring ray to try and remove whatever they're playing on the second turn. You might want to keep the hauler there, but we'll see. Oh, Cassian Lake Country. There you go. So if people want to head down to the Lost Planet in Torrance, you can battle a Cassian Lake Country deck. Something we were just talking about. They got a new Cassian showcase in a trade, and I've been talking about different decks for it. There was a double red version we were looking at. I think Thomas made a Lake Country version. Should be a lot of fun for him tomorrow. What will you be bringing? get some damage in. We're going to stay off the ground. We're going to avoid this Vader. We're going to try and capture. Oh, this is a Krennic. Why did I think it was a Gar? I just was not expecting to see a Krennic there. They seem hesitant to play anything. Oh, sure. If you want to send it over, I'll play some games with it. Probably not best of threes, but I'll play. I don't really want to capture this. Did you already send it to me? I meant to. All right, we'll play the hauler. Happy? I'm already not playing the deck I thought I was, so there you go. The only way we're deploying, I guess we can deploy Sabe because we can go after their hand before they can ECL out. It's in the chat. I don't see it in there. But okay. Oh, so they had another one. Okay. So I think in this matchup we'll be able to deploy Sabe Hotshot Blaster and end it next turn. Actually, we can Falcon Raid to end it. So we may not even deploy on the ground and not give them the chance to ECL. Although this deploys now and I think has Restore, so we'll have to watch out for that. Yeah, I think the chat might block links, so that might be why. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube doesn't allow links to be posted, or we might have a restriction on the channel. Oh, they just use their ECL. Okay, that's great. Great. So we have 5, 7, 9, 13 damage, and they can restore 2, so we have just enough to finish them off. And we'll go ahead and do that. It'll be GG's in game 1. And then it sounds like we want some exciting coverage of Cassian Lake Country. So we'll get to that. They left. We're going to do one more of these to stay with the theme of the video. And then I'll go grab the deck from the Discord and we'll take a look at it as a group. We're not going to do this again. Okay. The stream is going off the rails. Another Kylo. All right. Hey, here it is. Have you guys ever seen Cassian Lake Country, the new meta-breaking deck provided to us by Logray? We are going to try it out on stream. If anyone else wants to send us decks to try, we'll be happy to. This guy's got control, but it looks like got milk sleeves. I like it. We'll keep this. We know how well this has gone in these matchups so far. We need a ship to put a pilot on, so we'll keep that. All right. We'll get that ship. We will disclose these things. We'll get us some tokens. Well, okay. They did not have anything to play. Oh, they resupplied. Great. Ooh, something's getting entrenched. And something's getting captured. And we're pouring damage. That's our best bet. There's a nice layout for when they deploy. They took our falcon. How dare they? You don't need that. They have 2 legal authorities now for those of us keeping track at home. So expect a second one to be in the resources shortly. Oh, we're going to annoy them with tapping. It's going to be so fun. We have nothing to bounce yet. We'll see if they play a Sentinel here to bounce. And we'll be able to take a peek at their hand. And I think that there's the entrenched. Better on that than on our leader. Although maybe that's what they're going to be doing next. What do you guys think? What are the chances that our leader gets entrenched right now? 1 in the chat if you think we're getting entrenched or condemned. 2 if you think nothing's going to happen and they're passing for fun. Oh, condemned. All right, who had condemned? Let's attack with it. What you got? Ooh, he's got a super laser blast. Okay. Sure. Will exhaust the unit. Okay. Pass. We just need a hotshot blaster target, so that's why we played that. Oh, yeah. Great call. Definitely condemn, entrench. What do we have? Bamboozled that we don't have in main. Disabling Fang Fighters that we don't have in main. So definitely some things to think about there. Oh, and we're out. We got, yeah, let's capture some stuff. Yep. Let's hit it. You should attack into my Sabe. That's no fun. Why is it gotta be no fun? Oh, thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that off your hands. Show me your super laser blast. There it is. We'll pass. Ooh. Oh, we can just slam this in. Okay. All right. We've already lost this game too, I think. Maybe. What do you think? Overwhelming barrage. Super laser blast. Oh, vigilance. Okay. What you got? What you got? Let's take this guy out. There we go. We're going to die anyway. Oh, they still have a super laser blast. I'm shocked. Okay. It's funny when you want to go wide, you don't get it. Sure. Oh man, these control games take forever. We've seen a lot of control. I don't know if that means for people going to Arizona if you're going to end up seeing a lot of it, but wow, have we seen a lot. What did they just do? Attach unit gains. But they did not put it on anything. Oh, they just got rid of it. We have seen a lot of control. We have lost our Leia and our will to live. That's right. We spared the target to get that back. Unexpected. Oh, good. Oh, good. Is this game 1 or game 2? Now we get Anakin again. Oh, craving power. Ooh. All right. So Sabe seems to have an issue with these control decks, or at least I seem to have an issue. Maybe not all Sabes. I'm just going to run all 59 cards. I think that's the right play. I think when you're sideboarding against control like this, you just put every card in, see what happens. So we're going to try that. You guys let me know in chat if that's a smart play or not. Judging by your silence, I'm thinking you agree, which I like. We're going to go space here. Despite doing all that, I don't mind this at all. We could go Faith in Your Friends, but I'm sick of giving their super laser tech this easy target to pick on. So we're going to go space. Then we're going to go hauler. We're just going to go big space and see what happens. And then we'll go after their hand. No. We get condemned right away. Let's keep that card draw off. We'll go space. No, what? No, you don't like putting the entire sideboard in the deck? I mean, so far it seems great. We'll put the Han here to keep things out of spell range, and then first we'll look at their hand. Let's see what they got. What's in here? We don't need that. They have double Snoke, so we lost already, but it was fun to take a look. I don't think we can get both Snokes in time. But the Bamboozled's nice. The Bamboozled is nice. We're going to put Falcon down. That doesn't matter, actually. There we go. We'll go Sudden Ferocity here, try and get some attack in. Yeah, but today when we're streaming it in prep, we're only getting Kylo, so I agree it does seem like a pretty rough matchup, but that's all we get. At least they have double Snoke in hand and Super Laser Blast, so that's fun. But we are close to winning because we're going to be able to bamboozle and put this in, so let's see if we can get the win. They're going to capture a bunch of stuff too, so we got to be careful of that. But here, I think we bamboozle. Do we bamboozle for free? Let's see. Let's do the resourcing. No. We definitely bamboozle. Tap them. He's going to play Craving Power. And maybe that's where we make a mistake. Oh, he's... Okay. So now we're at 7, right? So we swing for 8. This game is unreal. Okay. I mean, they have the Super Laser Blast, so it doesn't really matter, right? We are not paying the 1 for the Falcon. We'll return that bad boy to hand. We'll force them to Super Laser Blast, and then we'll win the game. Yeah, so we'll win, let's see, 3. And 5? Yeah, okay. So we'll go to our next game. All you have to do to beat it is put every card in your sideboard into your main deck. Jonathan, that is the key. but it does feel real bad into it overall. But we're gonna try and grind another one out. The spark actually came in handy. We'll go ahead and keep this. We'll go space. All right, here we go. And don't worry, for those of you watching, coming soon, Cassian Lake Country Meta Destroyer, or at least that's what I'm told it is. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna get 2 Piett games in, and then we're gonna switch over to Cassian. And then someone's gonna have to do some editing because this is a 2-hour video already. Whew. Appreciate everyone watching, supporting the channel. We are definitely a newer channel trying to have some fun, make some content, play some games. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I wonder if you take the ramp there instead of the reinforcement walker. I immediately regretted taking the reinforcement walker, so I'm guessing the ramp was the right play. But here we are. Because keeping Kylo off Kylo is probably better, and that's going to be double ramp. But yeah, I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. He's gonna get there before I do. Yeah, I think that emergency power is ridiculously dumb. Whatever. Take the Anakin. We do like that. We'll go ahead and resource. We'll try again with our combo. I don't think we'll be able to hit it. They seem to have the answer every time they deploy. Here we go. Capture, capture. They craving power. Generally speaking, it has been leaving just enough for we'll bamboozle it. At least now we'll get an attack in, right? We'll pass on the sudden ferocity so that we can get the attack. I don't know why. Oh, they want to get an attack in. Okay. Oh, got it. We could kill the Kylo here, but we're not going to. We're going to do this. Take that. I mean, they're going to capture the BD, and that's going to give them nothing. Oh, why didn't I Tarkin Town this? I'm so dumb. Anybody? Anybody weigh in on why I'm so dumb? I know Tommy would like to. I could have Tarkin Town this and saved some of that headache. How do we take the... Why do they keep getting to draw a card when they do this? Like, why did he draw a card? Oh, the bounty. And then that gave him the legal. Okay. Great. Let's see what they got. I guess I could have let him play it because I had the bamboozle. Whatever. This game's over. I think when we saw in their hand all the things, all the removal. So it's been fun. Oh, I keep forgetting. Why is this a 4 now? Fine, fine. Jeez. I keep forgetting that. Could have bamboozled that 3 turns ago. Was not paying attention. My bad. Oh, yeah, he said it. GG. Did he get the third Oh, he didn't. Okay. But he just has all removal, so he knows. He knows what's up. What do you do? Oh, man, this guy draws legal authority. It's like, oh, because I keep bamboozling it. I'm the idiot. I keep bamboozling it. Wow. Okay, I'm pretty tired. Oh, he also had two of them. Okay, got it. It's just because I kept recycling them with the bamboozle, which I did not need to do because it doesn't do anything. All right, he already said GG, so we can go. Okay. So they got us. We did get one game in there. So our final deck before we jump over to the Cassian is the Piett. This is very similar to what I brought to the PQ to top 8. I put 2 Dorian gunships in just to get out of fell range and have one more 5-drop. Not sure if that's right or not. Took one Fulminatrix down to do that, and I'm just kind of excited to see how this plays. I don't think that's a huge change, but just something minor. And then I think I got the deck down to 51 cards. So let's see what happens. I think with Piett, you want to ramp, and then you want to smash. So we're gonna try and ramp and smash. This is Ninja Ferret's favorite deck. He's in chat right now. Loves Piett, talks a lot about Piett. It seems to be the most popular deck right now, even though its win rate is not great. So let's see if we can win some games with it. I'm actually going to keep this. I see that it's a Palp ECL. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do, but they pass. That's great. So one of the things, they probably need some kind of interaction. We're going to try and avoid that for the most part. And see what we can do. Hi, rower. So we will play our invisible hand. We'll take this, but we'll put it in our hand. We just don't want to give them anything ECL targets. So we're just going to start smashing base. And we'll actually deploy here. So there's one ECL target because we're going to play Devastator. Oh, they have an answer already. Okay. Good for them. Yeah, that's okay. If they decide to use all of that on Piett, they do not. We're even better. Even better. We're going to go straight into ECL. And we're going to take away our target there. They must have a second overwhelming barrage. I'm not sure why else they would do that. Oh, you moved to number 1, rower. Good job. Yeah, so they have double overwhelming barrage. Amazing draw for them, I guess, in this scenario, to be able to do that. We'll keep going. So here, I care quite a bit less about anything they're doing. If they're going to leave the board open, I'm going to just Planetary Bombardment and win the game that way. Yep. Sure. Let's do it again. See where they decide to put the damage. And this just gives Palp no targets, which I'm fine with. And they can have that HK if they want. Yeah, okay. That's fine with us. I think we prefer that they do it that way. They have 5, 7, 9, 11 damage. Okay, we're just gonna, this represents lethal on its own, so let's go ahead and kill that off. And then we'll claim, and they have an answer. Okay. Yep, so they're gonna get us this game. We ran out of stuff. And then they can swing and it's over. The double over Mirage to start the game, I think, was just enough. Okay, so they have Rook. Good to see things that they're going to be bringing out, and they're able to get us there. And we'll go to game 2. I think no turn 1 into the ramp was an interesting go about it. I think really the double overwhelm barrage was the best possible thing they could have. They got it there, and so you kind of go on from there. We could have done some play around with the Devastator. To try and do some damage that way, but they definitely could have just taken it with the Palpatine, so we were trying to play around that a little bit. So we'll go to some of these and go ahead. So we put the Relentless in just to try and avoid some of the overwhelming barrage pieces, things like that. We took out some of the, we didn't see anything to remove, so we took the removal out, and then they do have some bigger ships, so we'll be aware of those. Wonder if we have to watch out for like something like Unity of Purpose as well. They are double green and they could try and go wide, so be on the lookout for how they decide to sequence. Appreciate people tuning in as we prep for Arizona. I think based on our prep today, I think the right deck would be Han2 ECL. Seem very powerful. Have a chance against each matchup. Pretty fun to play. A lot going on, so you really have to pay a lot of attention. There's all kinds of lines there and sequencing. I think in some of the games we messed it up, and I think more practice is better with that. I think the Sabe matches were all Kylo for the most part, so not a lot of fun. We got 1 out of 5 games, I think, in the Kylo matchup. It's just really tough. They're doing a lot of removal. They're ramping quickly, and we weren't able to overcome it. This person is taking an extremely long time to sideboard. I'm not sure if they're still there. But coming up, we will have these beautiful Cassian Lake Country that we're going to try. And maybe that's the answer. Okay, so we didn't actually get to finish that matchup. We'll jump into one more and then we'll switch over to Cassian Lake Country. I think the Piett games are not as interesting. Like there's not as much going on. It's just can you roll up to this point with your ships and get the right sequencing and damage in and keep their board clear. And can you beat Chewbacca Data Vault? Let's find out. Tune in now. I think this Devastator could come in handy. Oh, perfect. That's the perfect play you want. When they play a Battlefield Marine, you want to counter it. I don't know why I just did that. Yes, I do. You want to counter it with a Gonk Droid because it's such a great trade for you. We're deciding to double ramp here. We could. They ramp, we ramp, everybody ramps. We're all at 5. They are going to name what? Visible hand. Okay. We don't have visible hand, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and play this. Man, it really wants us to ramp, huh? Chewbacca comes out on 7, so he's just waiting to absorb some things. That's whatever. They can kill off Piett. I don't mind. Yeah, it's fine. We'll resupply. We would love a turbo laser salvo, something along those lines. We cannot play this invisible hand. So we'll see what this turn is. Oh, okay. We can play this invisible hand. Great. Great, 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 great. We'll play it. And they've got Chewbacca out now, along with the Queen. They could be walking towards a Unity of Purpose. So we need to be careful. Because that could definitely be coming. We'll go ahead and kill off the Chewbacca and start to pour in some damage. But they are pretty wide. So before we pour in damage in the air, I think we'll start to tick these off because we're getting 1 damage into base for each one with HK. Oh, they're gone. Okay. We'll play our ship. That'll allow us to do 2 more damage, and now they're in check. They did not. Oh, okay, they had their own answer. Okay, we have the turbo laser salvo, which lets us clear the board. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll hit the ground. They'll keep their, yeah. We got the restore off the board. We have lethal here. There's an argument to just attack, because they could do something like that. But I think they pick whichever ship you don't attack with, so we're back to, yeah. And we might have lost this. We weren't paying close enough attention. If they have like a hotshot blaster. Oh no, okay. That was close. We're going to switch off after this game. I don't really see anything that we need to do here. We're going to try this Cassian Lake Country that was sent over by one of our chatters. See what we can do with it right after this game. From Flamin' Hand. Flamin' Hand? Flamin' Hand? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, man. Rower, have you been watching and have you given it a like? Are you supporting the video with a like or however it's supposed to go? Because we need you, Rower. We need you. Ooh, they go space. Okay. I'm going to hold on to that. I think it's going to come in handy. They're going to resplice. They're doing a good job ramping. Better job than us. If I don't ramp here, I have no play. Okay. I don't know that they have a 5-cost space unit. Oh, I'll pass. We can go to the next turn. I don't mind. Did they pass so I could attack? I don't know. Can I use my action like that too? Probably not. Yes. Oh, thank you, Rower. Appreciate it. Ooh, I like all these things. Cool. Cool. Sure. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. This guy really does not want me to ramp. Okay. Great. So I'm going to play the Devastator here. It's going to do some work for a number of reasons. It is either a Overwhelming Barrage, Turbo Laser Salvo, or Planetary Bombardment option. None of is what I meant. It's none of those. So we'll keep putting damage in. Keep damage off Chewbacca for now. We are getting closer. Yeah, new meta Chewy Data Vault. That's right. It's keeping my stuff at bay, which I don't love. Sure. And I'm going to lose because of it. Maybe. Yes. No. So close. He got me to within 1 point of damage each time, and I think lost all of our viewers. So that was fun. Okay, so we've been waiting for a while. One of our viewers sent this Cassian Lake Country deck in. We're gonna try it out. Looks pretty fun. Obviously, it's all red. Looks like a rebel package with Cinta and Cassian. A little hand disruption from Chopper and Luthen. Let's see what happens. We'll make sure to put this and all the decks from today in the description later. This is, I know if anyone is still here for prep for Arizona, maybe we're uncovering a new meta deck. We'll start with this Han2 blue. We're going to keep this. We're going to put both Cassians under. No, we might need one of the Cassians, right? I don't think we'll need the Saboteur. Oh, yeah, we will. Okay. We might need the Cassian, so we're going to do that. Ninja Ferret in the chat is bringing Han2 blue, I believe, with him. Is bringing it with him to Arizona, so he's terrified to see us in this matchup, possibly winning. Yes. The purpose of Nemec was to kill Ogdo and then create a spy. Amazing value trade. The purpose of Infiltrator skill is going to be to keep this guy off the force. And Heroic Sacrifice is so I can draw a card. Do I get to draw? Yeah. That's exactly how this deck was meant to be, I think. Where I have no units on the board. I put no damage on base. This is exactly where you want to be with Cassian. Right? Oh. And now we don't have our Saboteur. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. I know this is supposed to go on Cassian, but I need to get rid of this Sentinel. So I have ideas. Unless they don't attack, and then I'll Heroic Sacrifice it in. They force lightning, even better. We'll put this guy out here. Hey, how's it going, Undead? It's going well. We're just trying out this deck that one of our chatters put in. We were messing around with Sabe and Han and the other ones that are in the description, and now we're goofing off a little bit more with a Cassian Lake Country. How you been? They have the initiative as well, so Cassian is useless here. I appreciate you jumping in the chat, Undead. How's your practice been going? Great, great. Look how good this deck is, Jonathan, or Ninja Ferret, or whoever you are. Number 2. Just dominating us to have every answer for this Cassian deck. How is that possible? Not even cards you're running. We definitely need a claim here. Yeah, That's what we wanted. We don't even have a Cinta. All right, all right, all right. We'll keep that. We'll go here. We have the initiative. I think we hit 5 to base. This guy's doing work over here, huh? I am trying to figure out if I can go. If I do, it's most likely with Han2 ECL, I think, based on what I've been trying out. But not sure yet. We started the stream with Han2 ECL and it felt pretty good. A lot of options. We tried some Sabe. I think Sabe is also really fun. It's just I ran into 2 Kylo decks, and I don't think that's a good matchup. And then Piett is Piett. You just slam, see what happens. Double Force Lightning. Very nice. Very nice. So now we're just messing around with this Cassian Lake Country into... I mean, it's not like the Cassian is a good deck, but we are running it into the perfect draw. So it's been pretty fun. And I think now we're just going to lose. And that's how it goes. But we are getting damage in with this ship. Like nobody's business. What are you narrowing it down for your PQ? Oh, gee. Cool. All right. Good game. Oh, chat's disabled. All right. Our first game did not go great. I'm sure this aggro space deck will be much better into our Cassian Lake Country here. We will, if nothing else, just try to murder our hand along with their hand. And then we'll try and get to Cassian and swing there. So we're going to start with Chopper. We're going to get an attack in and throw away this rebellious guy. I guess we'll go with space after that. This deck doesn't require, I think, a lot of cards in hand, so it is interesting to have Chopper in here chucking stuff. Oh. Yeah, those are a lot of great choices. I know my son had a lot of success with ECL. The Sabe won that tournament. I think did very well over the weekend. There's a lot of good options there for you. It just becomes like what you're comfortable with, right? I know that Han2 Blue Forces also been all over the place. Oh yeah, he's great. He's just out here dominating. I don't know that I'm going to get to the resourcing level I want to. Sweet. What do you guys think? If I could get a Cinta, that wouldn't be bad, but I think they're going to kill us this turn? Question. We didn't get to use the heroic sacrifice, but... Oh, we got the combat squadron out, so that's not bad, right? But we're going to be just short unless we draw... There's no card we can draw to win. Oh, that's too bad. We got so close. Yeah, this weekend will definitely reveal a lot. And GG's to our opponent there. All right. Ooh. All right, we got Boba Data Vault. I imagine that this weekend we'll have a ton of those decks that you listed, actually, those will be the ones that are played a ton along with Yoda Data Vault. I really did need the 40 health base. Where is the Cassian Colossus? That's, what is this draw? Maybe Cassian Colossus would be better. Rower, if you're watching, this is no reflection of how your deck will perform tomorrow at the locals. This is just me clearly misplaying it. I mean, look at, how could I draw like this, Rower? What was I thinking? I don't think that's going to come into play. Come on, play something. All I wanted to see was like a 2 health unit, but no. Oh, you should put Hot Shot Blaster in the deck. That would have been great. Okay, this guy's really confused about me claiming initiative. So we're going to wait here a while. We're going to look at the judges cards again. Oh no, we're back. We're back. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I like not having a turn 1 play. Okay, you can write yeah. All right, here's the Darth Scion. New judges cards. I gotta buy 6 packs of Secrets of Power and 6 Carbonite and then make a judge deck to bring to tournaments. And I have to sign all my cards, if I remember correctly how it works. That was a great use of aggressive negotiation. Yeah, okay. And then we got, we got the Mando. Feels bad playing a 2 cost there. Queen. All right. Thank you, Rower. I guess we start hitting base here. Yeah. And then we got Nemec looking pretty good. And those are the new judge cards. Undead, when is your PQ? Is the next weekend after this? Do you think they'll make a 40-point base? I don't know. This Cassian Lake Country is something. Oh, I do like the punishing one play. That's nice. Sure. We'll take 1 to Lake Country. Can we, I think we heroic sacrifice into punishing one next turn. I think that's our only option here to get that off the board. And then we Sabine ping this. And then maybe Cassian just sits out there because they don't have any way to interact with it. We can open fire here. If we sequence, maybe we can get all of their cards off the board. February 28th. Okay. Oh, he sacrificed that. Okay, that makes it easier. Store showdowns are fun. I think I would bring something goofy to my store showdown. I can't help myself. It would probably end up being the Slide More. And then I would lose to Ninja Ferret's Han because he would Bo-Katan it. He does it every time. I don't like it. He's very mean. We have initiative? Oh, we do. Okay. There's the board wipe. That's annoying. Now he gets to kill it for free with Palpatine. Isn't that crazy? Free kill. We draw the Cinta 1 turn late. Free kill. Oh, okay. Oh, he did not kill it. Sure. That makes sense. He decided to remove. Okay. Um. Oh, how are the tournaments in Canada? Ooh, I do love the Jabba deck. Um, Jabba is my favorite new leader. He's been so fun. Um, it's interesting though because a lot of I think what makes him strong in like the blue green one will rotate out. So what will it have in the new sets? Will you like be forced into a force yellow deck to bring Shinhati and some ambushing styles there? Or will there be new cards that come out that support the need for him and his ambush? It'd be interesting to see. Have you looked at the new cards that they've been showing? Some fun stuff that I think they're releasing in the multicolor pieces. All right, hey, Tommy, I don't know about this deck. I think we've given it a good run. I think that we're going to lose again. And I'm sad. Sad, Tommy. Sad about all the losing. We need another win. All right, let's go back to this deck. This deck really feels like a winner. We're going to try it out one more time. Rower will have to come on stream, I think, and show us how to play the Cassian Lake Country because we are struggling with it. Where in Canada are you? Oh, heck yeah, Joe. Send it over. You want me to play it? Or you just want to share it? Um, we've had some issue with links showing up in chat. But if you hit us on Discord, I think you can share a link and I can bring it over. But yeah, I'm happy to take a look or to try it out. Oh man, I need the pre-order. I didn't even know pre-order was available yet. What kind of deck is it, Joe? Okay. Um, if it doesn't, if you can't work, if it doesn't work with mine, I think Thomas in the chat will also help. That's my Discord name. Oh, okay. We got Revan Unlimited here. Definitely prepping, I think, for either PQ or the regional. I see the name a lot. We got Yoda Data Vault, so we'll do this real match and then we'll go into other decks. Okay. Yoda. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna go Grogu. Is Grogu good into Yoda? Where's oh, he passed. Okay. Oh, now I wish I had the General's Blade. Whoops. Sure. That's fine. I feel like there's a setup here for him to get his. Ooh, there's a General's Blade. Uh, I think he wants a Spark of Hope here. Oh no, I'm good with either one. If you're trying to message, I have to do something. Let me see. I could try Han Data. Oh, okay. Here we go. I don't mind a Han Data Vault. If you try and put the link in chat, does it work? I'd be curious because we were running into issues with that before. Piett blue sounds interesting too, but I can imagine how controlly that is. Okay, that lets them ramp. We'll go ahead and kill that off. We'll heal. We'll play Keller in. Yes, they'll be able to flip next turn, but I think it'll be a blind flip. There's a decent chance they get the Obi-Wan off of that, but I think that's just something we have to be okay with. Let's put something out in space. So there is an argument where you could have brought the Kelleran out for 2 less, and then if you hit, it's probably the right thing because then you can play something at 5. But we chose not to that time. We still have our Poe ECL or our Queen Amidala ECL, so we could take out the Yoda on flip, which is nice as well. They want us to kill the Obi-Wan, right? Because they want to set up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Guess we're doing this. And now they can do that. And we'll see what they kill on this flip. I'm assuming it's the, yeah, that makes sense. I'll take out the here. Perfect. I think that that's ideal for us. We'll go ahead and take that out. And this is a board state I think we like. Okay, that sounds good. Just drop it in the, I don't know, somewhere. Oh, there you go. I see it. Thank you, Joe. Okay, so let's heal. We'll heal from Kelleran first. And then we'll take out Luke. That way we live through that. And then at some point, I think we really need to start getting damage on base. So let's go wide. We'll keep this here. Let's look at what we got underneath. Glad the link is working. We had some issues with that before. Just putting the deck up here so I have it. Oh my god, this guy. Okay. We'll heal. Resupply carrier, huh? So we can finally put some damage on base. We're doing it in this order so that we can bring out this guy. We're also going to bring this out as a pilot. So this will let us maximize our damage. I'll give it an experience token, do a damage, and then we'll be able to finish him off. So let's go to our next game. Oh, he left. He left, man. Oh. Where's Bo? Oh. Thank goodness. Yeah, he said, where's Bo? And I'm just glad there wasn't Bo. I will go ahead and throw in the clone and there. We'll take one of these out and we'll ground it that way. Yep. All right. Okay. This is spinning. Let me try again. Oh, is he helping you out? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So I can't quite access the deck right now. It's dark. You probably saw that. Okay. All right. I I think here we will keep it. I think the ramp could be handy. I didn't see a need for that. Maybe I should have taken those out. We'll try this again. Is loading up. Thank you for sending this over. Ooh, it is very ground heavy. Okay. Ooh, and the fells. Nice. All right. We'll jump into this in a minute right after this match. We'll go ahead and play this out. And I think here we're okay with them ramping. We'll see how that plays out. Excited to try it. No ramp there. So we'll put this out here. All right, I think we're going to have to do this anyway. Oh, they didn't use their ability. Okay. All right. So I'm hoping that they Spark of Hope. They did not. But we will go ahead and use our ability to take out Mina. Ooh. All right. Oh, I forgot about that ship. Okay, they are gonna ramp hard, so we will be able to use Cham coming up based on what we just saw. They are not sure what to do. Sure. I think here we want to get the value out of it because the Marauder's coming in. There he is. Marauder, which is setting up their ramp. I don't know that we care as much about ramping yet. I think we just like that it's there. Because now we can kill the Marauder next turn with throwing. Yeah, so I think this is actually the turn that will ramp. I think depending on how the matchup plays out, I think here I'll probably use it earlier, so I'd use it on Luke, but I do love it for Bo in the matchup. But I want to get control earlier. Also, right now I'm looking at making them blind flip again. So we'll be interested to see what they play out. Based on where we're at on life total here, I think the play is probably... Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay. The play is probably going to be a Luke or something like that. I think I'm going to ECL Wrecker here. Okay, so they used it. So I'll go ahead and I will throw 1 to defeat there and get them to 24. And then I can't really have them healing, so they're going to flip. They're probably going to kill Poe. And then off of that, you could see them Luking next turn to kill Blue Leader, and then we would clone the Luke at that point. So they threw a Luke to kill Poe. You are choosing a hidden zone. Wait. What? What happened? What? Oh, there we go. I can read. I was like, what the heck is that? We'll get rid of this. We'll hit this, and we'll ambush it over. So now even we could... Ooh, I like a Hot Shot Blaster on Wrecker, ends it. We have a few options now, and they're in a really tough spot. Okay, so... 5. What can they play for 5, right? So I think the first thing we do is we do this. Because we still get the overwhelm from Wrecker. Yeah. Okay, so that's the right. And we claim. And that's GG's. So we clone nothing, I guess, to answer your question. Yeah. Nothing to clone. It would have been a Luke if it made sense. GG. He said LOL. It just worked out that way. We were able to get it done before Bo. So it's part of the fun of it. Oh, how did he get to 32? Wrecker Overwhelm. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I pinged the shield first with the arc, and then hit the Overwhelm. Okay, so he missed that. He missed the Overwhelm. All right, so GG's. We're going to try this Han2 Data Vault sent over by Joe. Ooh, I like that it uses the new Luke. And it's got the clone in there. 3 of home ones. Do we have ramp? We have the chams for ramp. Okay. All right. Let's copy it and let's jump in. Oh. Just chatting with him real quick before I jump over. I'm gonna send him the link. Maybe he wants to check it out. This is how I try and get us more subscribers. All right. We are all right. We are about to jump in. Joe in the chat. Nope, that's the other one we tried. Joe in the chat sent us this Han2 Data Vault. We're gonna test some games in it right now. It was great chatting with Revan Unlimited. Good playing with you. I feel like we run into each other often, so I'll probably see you again. GG's. And let's see how this next game goes. We'll start with a best of one on this one because we're not as familiar with it. And then maybe we'll jump into some best ofs. Oh, deck error, unsupported deck build. Oh, because I put the YouTube link in. Haha. Slick. It's weird they wouldn't let me play the YouTube as a deck. Oh, all right. We got Jimmer Big Jimmer. So we're going to test it right away against one of the meta decks. Let's see how we hold up. Joe, I hope I do your deck justice. It looks pretty fun. Okay, so I think here we can keep. I think we're resourcing the 2 big guys a little early, but I do like we can go Sabine, then we can ping damage or Typho depending on what we see on the board. There's Grogu. There's Grogu. Ooh, a Regan. Oh. Are there timelies? I love these cards. Oh, there are 2 timelies. Okay. That'd be nice timely. Okay, so I'm trying to think about the sequencing. I would like to see what they play next, right? I don't think I want to. Yeah, I'm going to pass. We played a Marin. Okay, so we'll go ahead and kill off that Marin. Yeah. How has the Hoth Luke been? It seems like an interesting card. I was messing around with a Qui-Gon deck that plays it because you can. There's that ability is interesting if you can bounce it and get it back again. We're gonna play the Typho here, and ooh, there's the timely. Okay. I think they might try and attack in and then move the damage over I guess we could have we'll modded cohort to finish it off. We don't need to reveal anything here. So we'll cheat out the modded cohort to finish off the, yeah. Great. Okay. We can't cheat this out, can we? No. I guess we didn't need to cheat it out really, but they're going to attack. We're going to trade. I don't need the Grogu to play around in there. So we're a little bit behind right now on the board. We have a timely in row. Yeah, I think I misplayed that sequence a little bit, but ooh, okay. I think we'll just play this out, have Sentinel for now, and then we'll play the Keller and Beck. Maybe we draw another Sentinel off of that. That was interesting. Yeah, I think they had to. So we're gonna refer back to the deck sometimes just to see. So if we can get a Typho next turn, maybe an Obi-Wan, we can start to build them up. And okay, they had the answer there, and we drew it. I like the Namek over because it's a hidden and I can do some stuff with it later, although they can just kill it off with a Grogu off the damage move. I didn't want to send the Poe into Luke and just trade there because my thought was maybe maybe I could trade Kelleran in next turn. That did not work out, but we're going to keep trying to set up. I think the later this goes, we have some nice top end. We'll go ahead and disclose the Poe. I wonder if they will move the damage off of Luke. If not, okay, so this is actually better. So we will, I'm glad we waited. So we'll kill the Grogu and the Luke here. And well, let's see what we put in the resource. A Fel. Ooh, Fel would have been nice too. We get the reinforcement walker down. We can start to get some draw or healing. We can also trade out the Anakin here if they don't Fel it, which they do. Okay. Let's see. We'll discard the third Grogu to heal. See if they have another Fel. It feels like we've gone through way more cards than them. Ooh. Right? Like they went through minimal cards to handle everything we had. Okay. Oh, nice, nice, nice. And that's gonna be GG's. Let's play our card to kill ourselves. All right. Actually really liked what the deck was doing. I think that my sequencing early on put me in a bad spot. And let's see against this. I'm gonna say Unity of Purpose deck. Let's see what we can do against it. I do like the Grogu to start here into the modded cohort or the Namek. So let's keep these. This will be interesting if they do get a Unity of Purpose out. That'll allow us to answer at least one thing they're playing. But let's start with the Grogu because there's a lot of little officials that they could be playing that we might be able to just ping off damage on it. And then also we can cheat out our modded cohort, and if it lives, we can heal it. If they play something like the Admiral, that's a 1/4. Okay. So we're just drawing all the Fels. I don't know if they have any attachments, but we'll just do this in case. We're going to play the Namek here, and then next turn we're going to mod a cohort out and then remove the damage off of it. And that should heal us back to 0. So in theory, where we'll be is we'll have 3 cards on board to their 1 or 2 as they continue to put cards on. And these cards aren't that scary for us. The Obi's nice. I still like the modded cohort play here because they don't have anything that can kill it. So that lets us do that. They can exhaust a resource, so that does nothing because we don't have any resources to exhaust. And as long as we have the initiative, we'll be in that kind of shape. And while we could be going to base here, there is a real fear of something like a unity of purpose, so we want to keep as many units off the board as possible for them. And so that's kind of what we're working through right now. They play Last Words. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that card. They play Last Words. We'll get our Sentinel down, and then we'll take out a token, and then we'll be able to eliminate that unit. So I think this will play. Yeah. We can even eliminate it with the modded cohort and then use Grogu. A lot of options here. So they're going to deploy here. We'll see what they have underneath, but as of right now, it feels pretty good. Oh, okay. Take that out. Just take out a token. Let's see. We're kind of waiting on them to attack into Obi so we can heal it, but it doesn't look like they're going to. So I don't think I want this Mina out here either. And they have to disclose. They won't be able to disclose enough to heal that. So we're going to go ahead and deploy. Yeah, that feels right. We haven't drawn any of our good ECL targets. Clone is interesting. It doesn't look like they're going to get big based on where we're at now. So we'll be able to kill off Mon with the Arc and then play red 5. And then now I think we'll start to swing to base more. They only have 2 cards in hand. There's not a lot they can do. We're very wide. And if they play something big, we have clone as an option, which is nice. And now I have a bunch of little targets for Grogu. So Grogu has actually done a lot of work this game. They played return a unit from your discard pile and create 2 spy tokens. Okay. Now we're killing some spies. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to clear their board. And then we're not going to resource. I don't think we need to. I think we can just swing for 3, 7. How many of these do they have? Let's remove damage here. That way red 5 kills it. Kill off. I'm not really sure what's happening anymore. I think we just been able to control the board enough to keep them off units and really swing the base. And I think this is, I don't think we need to do much. I'm just going to finish it. I think we let it go long enough. But you can see with this deck how wide we can go. And actually we were able to control a bunch of units while still keeping all of our units on board, and Grogu was able to heal, and that constant back and forth trading was able to keep us wide and healthy. Ooh, is this Baddest Batch? Or BDSD out in Australia with the Han? Okay. We're gonna mulligan this. The Han will have a target for us there. They'll ramp. So I do like this hand a lot better. We'll play our Namek. I think these guys are in Australia. It must be so early. Early? Is that the right one? Okay. We'll dump Grogu here. We'll hope they use Han's ability. They do. That will allow us to cham, use our ability. We put actually this is okay. Because we're going to be able to, we haven't done any damage to base, so they're not getting any value off of their typo ability, and we're going to be able to take him off the board. So I don't mind this at all. We can actually cheat out Wrecker next turn into Han. They did not need to show us that. But I want to get my Han out. Or I want to get my leader out before I do that, so I can still bring him out. You don't have to. When I have... So when you have no damage on your base, you don't have to use the typo ability to give your opponent any information. Carabas is weird because it tries to push you to do so when you can pass. Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't think he liked that. I think Namek taking that out is nice. We'll try and get into another match. We get another Yoda. We saw how Yoda did with Han2 ECL. Let's see how it does with a Data Vault version. This seems pretty decent. Some space opportunities. Actually kind of want to keep the Crate Dragon, but it's too early, so I'm going to go with this for now. And I think I'll go Namek into Poe. Unless we need to put the Obi-Wan down, which we will do. Definitely keep the home one. All right, so let's see our cham. No? Okay. We tried. Oh, man. Okay. All right, so in this case, we're gonna be trading everything. Right? We'll keep their board clear. We'll be able to... How do I want to do it? If I guess I can just play this out, right? Yeah, that's fine. Just to have some space presence. That gives us a later option. We're not really seeing any of our mid-game, like our 4 or 5, our typhos, our queens, our Poes. We're not seeing a lot of these right now. We may want to go to 3 ofs for the Poes and Wreckers, and a third timely. Just as in a Data Vault deck, just to make sure that we're drawing in the right way. I'll go ahead and take that shield off. They respite again. Okay. They're blind flipping Yoda. It'll kill anything on the board. Yeah, that's how it goes. So they got to Yoda pretty fast. So I feel good about the cards we've been. All right, Joe. It was good seeing you. I think the deck feels pretty good. I think Yoda double ramping never feels good, so I don't like that position as much. But I do like the cards. I think there's some opportunity in the mid game to pick up some to make sure you have the pose and wreckers. But it's actually a very fun deck. I've been enjoying it. Let's go wider here. Home one this turn coming out will be nice. Oh, double home one. Okay. So we're going to go home one into it. Yeah, so the tail end of this video, I think, will be posted so you can see how we finish these games. This might be the last one. I think we've been going for a little while now. Just trying different things, enjoying it. What do we have in the discard? So we'll play this out. And if they play a bow, we're in a lot of trouble. So we're going to start to think about how to trade out some of our smaller units. I think one line is to go outer rim here so that red 5 can take it out. Okay, so they have a Space Sentinel coming. They're going to bounce that back to hand, I guess. And then modded cohort next turn to finish off Yoda. If we can get this guy out of here. There's the Space Sentinel. Bounce. Yep, that makes sense. Hey, we got a damage. Oh, we're healing. That's right. Okay, the Kelleran's nice. The modded cohort's nice. We'll go ahead and trade out there. We'll play the Typho. They can't play a Luke here, so we're feeling pretty good about that. We can pull pretty much anything back from our resources, which is nice. We have a timely in case we need it. So let's see if we can start to turn the corner on our opponent. I know they could have a Luke, so I'm trying to... Trying to be careful about playing something too big so that it gets looped like that. We'd love to get this crate dragon down before they get anything else down. Yeah, we'll disclose a modded cohort. And I feel like we're starting to turn on them. But let's see. Let's see what kind of removal they do. Take down, rivals fall. They could have fells. We don't really know. No, there's a thought now where do we start going after their hand too? But I think with the crate dragon, probably no power of the dark side on theirs. We probably just go like this. And just clear their board out. They have nothing to heal again, so now we can bring these cards back, right? We can bring Queen, we can bring... Okay. Ooh, another Kelleran is a great draw too. Where are we at with Kelleran off of this? Let's see, 8, 3. So we're 1 away from being able to Kelleran. So I think right now we'll just do this. And we'll play this. Okay. Kill that. So they did get the Vanquish. I like our board state now, and I think we'll be able to turn this around. Oh, okay. Even better. Yeah. So they can't be happy to see that. They may have an answer, but oh, they're gonna capture it. Okay. Wow. That capture card is pretty cool, right? It captures a crate dragon with basically nothing. Uh, yeah, powerful. We don't have a blue leader yet, so we are going to. Can we home one? Home one, Kellerin. Oh no, undo. Whoops. We're gonna home one. Hmm. A typo. Yeah. We were looking for a blue leader. I should have. Oh, this would have been good too. Yeah. We didn't see any of either of them. Oh, that's fine. I don't think we had to do that. I think the game's over. Anyway, we're healing. We have sentinels in place. I think we're just in a good spot overall. And now we have that to bring back the crate dragon. And yeah. So I'm not sure what our opponent can do here. So I think it's GG's. Oh, GG's. Yep, definitely found more top end than them. Okay, so it's sent over by JoJo. You can see there, very powerful top end. We're able to get the home ones and the crates out. There is a lot of early game things like modded cohort, the arcs, where you can do damage and control the board a little bit so you can get to your top end. It's running 3 fells. Some very cool things here. I think it shows the power of Han2, and when you get creative with your decks, you can find some really fun things, and there are a lot of fun cards to play here too. So if you want to check out this deck, I'll put it in the description as well. This was sent over by one of our viewers. We appreciate it. Hope everyone had a good time. We went through the testing of the sector winning Han2 ECL. Felt really good. Probably my deck of choice if I was going into Arizona. Still trying to figure out if I can. We tried some Sabe Tarkentown. Ran into a couple Kylos that made for long games. We did a little bit of Piett testing off the deck that we top 8'd with. I think Piett is much more straightforward, so I think the other ones were more interesting. We tried one of our viewers, Cassian Lake Country. We did not have a lot of success with it. I think they're bringing it to their local tomorrow, so it'll be interesting to hear how they do with it. And then we just tried the Han Data Vault against the Yoda, and it felt pretty good. I hope people enjoyed everything. We appreciate you watching. It's one of our longer streams to date. So thanks a lot. I hope everyone has a great night and a great weekend out in Arizona at the regional. Good luck to everybody.